Hey guys, Francis O'Keefe here for Go Guitar Lessons. Today we're taking a look at Carlos Santana's Black Magic Woman, and specifically the main solo of the song. It's in the key of D minor, so grab your guitar, we're gonna break it down note for note. We're gonna start off by bending the 13th fret on the B string. We're gonna cut it, we're gonna hit the high E string 10. We're gonna hit the high E string 10 again, and then we're gonna bend on 13. So it's like, we're gonna hold this bend, and we're gonna pick it and do a release pull off. And we're gonna release pull off to 10 on the B string. So far we have. We're gonna do a combination pull off on 13, 12, 10. We're gonna do a pre-bend release 13 on the B string and pull off to 10. So that new section, same thing here on the G string. So it's a pre-bend 12 on the G string. We drop it. We pull off to 10, slide down to 9. So far this is what we have. We're gonna slide this over. So this is the 9th fret G string, we're gonna slide it. When we do, we slide it over to 10, and then we have to finger roll down the 10 on the B string. So it looks like this. We're gonna use our pinky finger on 13 B string, ring finger on the 12th fret high E string, and it's a delayed legato combination. So it's like we pick the 12th fret high E string, hammer on with a pinky to 13, and then pull off, combination pull off from 13 to 12 down to 12 to 10. So just to recap that section here. And then we're gonna end that with a bend on the B string 13. We're gonna bend on the high E string 13 now. It's a bend and cut. We're gonna bend on 15 on the high E string. It's a bend, release, pull off. In fact, it's actually 2 bend, release, pull offs in a row. And then we're gonna bend 18 on the high E string and slide away from it. We're gonna do another combination pull offs. 2 sets of them. So the way this works is it's 12 on the high E string. We're gonna hammer on to 13 on the high E string, pull off back to 12, pull off to 10, all with one pick. And then we just repeat it again. We're gonna end that with a bend on the B string 13. We're gonna cut that. We're gonna hit the high E string 10. I'm gonna do a pull off from 13 on the B string to 10 on the B string. We're gonna do a bend, release, pull off on the 12th fret G string. Or hit the D string 12. And then we're gonna do a double stop. So we're gonna cover 10 on the G string and 10 on the B string. Okay. We're gonna pick 12 on the D string, and we're gonna skip a string and go to 10 on the B string. And then we're gonna pull off from 13 back to 10 on the B string. So this little section is a bit strange, so this is what it looks like. Okay, so that last little part is a double bend on the G string 12. With a pull off down to 10 on the G string. So next we have a really cool section. We have a delayed bend and cut. So we're going to pick the B string 13th fret, and we're going to have it be a delayed bend. So it looks like this. And then we cut it as soon as it hits the peak. Jump over to 15 and do the same thing. Jump back to 13 and do it again. And then we jump to 12 on the G string. We do a pre-bend. So it's a pre-bend, release, bend with one pick. So that section is here's the next part. So if you've played the intro solo for the song, you'll recognize this riff. We're gonna bend here on the the B string 13th fret. Do a full step bend, we cut it, hit the high E string 10, go back to 13, hit that as a regular note on the B string, 10 on the B string. We're gonna pick 12 on the G string, and then we're gonna do a pre-bend, and we're gonna do a pre-bend, release, pull off, slide. So we hit this, drop it, pull off to 10, slide down to 9. So that part is here's the next part. So we have to hit 10 on the G string, finger roll down to 10 on the B string. Ring finger is going to hit 13 on the B string and do a slow bend. We're going to hit 10 on the high E string. We're going to do a double bend, pull off on the B string. Okay, so double bend looks like this. So that's a double bend release. We're going to do a unison bend now. So a unison bend is going to look like this. We're going to bend the 13th fret B string, and at the same time we're going to cover the high E string 10 and not bend that. After that we do a double stop here on 10 on the G string and 10 on the B string. Okay. We have this G minor arpeggio climb that we had in the intro. In the intro solo, it's more of a sweep. Here, it's an actual pick. So we pick the 12th fret G string, 11 on the B string, 10 on the high E string, 12 on the high E string, slide from 13 to 15 on the high E string, and it's kind of a delayed slide. We're going to bend the high E string 15. Bend the high E string 18, bend it on 20. Jump down to 10 on the B string, pick that, and then pick it again. Pick 13 on the B string, 10 on the high E string. Repeat this again. Repeat it the third time, but it's much faster. And then we have this last little section. So this is going to start with a pull off on 13 on the high E string, and it's going to pull off to 10. We're going to do 3 of them. Do the same thing on the B string, but just do 2 of them. Same thing on the G string, 2 of them. And 1 on the D string. After that, we have one final thing that leads us back into the vocals. This is on the A string. It's going to be a combination hammer-on, 10, 11, 12. And then we pick 10 on the D string, 12 on the D string. We're going to slide from 9 to 10 on the G string. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to like the video. And if you do have any comments that you want to say, put it down in the comment section. If you have any requests for songs, or if there's something that was unclear in the video, don't forget to mention it. Okay, thanks a lot. We'll see you next time.